There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. It is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, uniting the world. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. It is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, uniting the world.
A very beautiful morning to you, beloved viewer. Thank you so much for staying on to Starcross TV. How are you all doing out there this morning? I don't know how exciting your day is. I don't know how boring it is, but you know, they always say that the way you start your day depends on it, and the way it will end also depends on how you start. So I hope you started with a positive vibe. I hope you started well this morning. I hope you started with a smile and something positive, because I don't want you to be in a negative mood. I don't want you to be, don't allow anything to spoil your day, because the mornings are always okay. They always start, whatever you do in the morning will now take you to the end. If you want your day to be violent, just start with fighting your neighbor. Or if you want it to be peaceful, just start with making peace, and that is how it's going to be. And also, whatever it is you're doing, avoid anybody that will give you negative energy. Sometimes you might start your day well, and then you see somebody that wants to tempt you later on in the afternoon or in the evening. Just avoid it, because here we bring peace, here we give you joy, here we give you everything positive. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Star Breakfast Show. How you all doing? It's been long. I've missed you too. Yes, this is the Morning Star, and my name is Joy Dambo, and of course this morning, today Monday, happens to be a beautiful day, a new week, a new beginning, and also the last Monday of the month of June 2022. So what have you achieved in this month? I mean, we're already in the middle of the year, and we're moving past the middle of the year, and some people will be like, I've not achieved anything positive, I've not done anything. But anyways, don't worry, we have a lot to talk about this morning that would motivate you, inspire you, keep your mind positive. But of course, I'm not doing this alone. I just can't be here alone talking. It has to be something that will bind the communication together, and it is people. So I have the beautiful presenters this morning with me here in the studio. Starting from my immediate right is Emedion Umoyo, aka Amy Pepper. How you doing?
Good morning. I don't know. You like that name, Amy Pepper, but it's a good thing, you know.
Oh, sorry. Did you change it?
No,
I didn't.
no. It's
okay.
the name remains unchanged.
Unchanged.
Yeah, it's unchanged because it's a name that comes with the vibe. Amy Dion, Amy Pepper.
Okay.
It's a good one.
Okay.
I think you're even the one that gave me the name though.
You know, with Amy, I've given her so many names. I don't know which one
She's here to spice up our day.
Yes, I've given her so many names. So.
All right, it's one of my favorite names, Amy Pepper, because
One of.
Whoa. I like the Amy Pepper particularly because it always gives you, it reminds you that vibe. Just like you said this morning, you should always be positive.
Yeah.
And if you want to be positive, start by answering positive names. But yeah.
You know, I mean, when you say pepper, pepper is something that is hot.
Yeah.
Violence.
Yeah.
No, when you say pepper, you understand? When somebody just hear pepper, you know, if pepper enter your eye, you are gonna cry. But anyways, I believe it's a positive pepper.
It's
you
a positive
understand?
one. It's a positive
Is there
one.
any positive pepper?
Yes.
Pepper is pepper.
Yeah.
Pepper is hot. There's nothing like cool pepper
Or hot pepper, warm pepper.
Pepper
Okay.
is hot,
You know,
natural.
whenever someone calls me that name, Amy Pepper, it always awakens me. Oh, I have to be
Yeah.
agile.
But
you know,
there are some people that really do not hurt like that anymore. So had it
My
been maybe
dear,
you'll be adding
pepper is pepper. If you enter your eye, forget about it. There is no pepper that is not hot. Even the one that is just growing like this, we are blocking them. Forget about it.
you
There's
see,
nothing.
even with the pepper, everyone is high agile in this.
Okay, that's that already. We are moving forward. Keep your pepper, keep it first. Good morning, Peace Smith. Yes, welcome,
morning.
and I love your dress.
Thank you. Thank you. You said you should wake up with positive vibes. And
Yes,
already I'm here
yes.
looking fabulous and all of that.
So
Just
this is
to
your
keep the
positive
vibes.
wear.
Yeah, just to keep the beauty going,
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. And of course, our very own,
Authentic.
authentic Ruth. You know, when you want her own name is when you want to pronounce it, you need to work very well with your
pronunciation.
You just the
Authentic.
authentic. Authentic. That's what I'm doing. Authentic Ruth. Anyways, good morning, Sister Ruth. Now, wait. Today also happens to be her birthday.
Our birthday.
Because she's
Our
twin.
birthday.
That's
Our
a twin
duo,
sister.
yeah.
Yes, they are two in number. They came out together. I don't know the rest.
She's the
But it
cool
looks like
No,
she
she's
needs
the-
they are. Like she
No,
came
not the
a minute.
junior one.
She's the cool one.
Oh my dear, I'm so sorry, Mama. No, so they struggled. The fight was not easy. Ruth said, "No, I must come out first," and the sister said, "No, let me go." No.
So we
At the end of the day,
winner.
being that Ruth is even peaceful, I wonder how she struggled to come out first, because you know, peaceful people like this, they're supposed to be like the last person to come. Just
No, she had to succumb. I just spoke the word. I told her, "Hey, girl."
But you
And
know
the
that-
head.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Can you calm down?
So how
You
was
can
it
see the
inside
world.
there? How was it inside there?
Cozy.
Cozy.
Really?
Oh wow.
I wish I would still go back there because here is very, very hot.
Yeah, you know.
Turning back for
sharing
you.
is too hot.
Okay. Anyway, so good morning, beautiful ladies.
Thank
Yes, it's
you.
only ladies this morning. Yes, you know, because we ladies, you know, when it has to do with talking, we are never tired, yeah? And so we bring you positive vibes this morning. I'm
Aside
sure we
from
started-
that,
yeah.
aside from that,
Yes.
we are the pretty faces here.
Wala for uno
So we should
Okay.
celebrate pretty ladies.
Oh, yes.
You know what
of
color
course.
their screen? We have the white, the chocolate, the black. The chubby, the sleeve.
Please, who is the white here?
I do not understand though, the way she just pointing at you. You know the chocolate.
I'm not white. I'm
The
brown
short,
skin.
the tall. We have all the varieties
Hello,
here in
madam.
the studio.
What did you say? You said the short, the tall. Who is the short here? Who is the tall?
The short, the tall.
Any
I think we all have the same.
and I don't know.
I think we all have the same.
No,
No,
sorry, I'm not the same look for you guys. No, I'm not.
Oh my god.
say your words to your audience.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be. First of all, I'm actually very, very happy to be amongst the living.
Yes,
you
very
know,
important.
June was the month for the Gemini. We are heading to the Cancer month, the over emotional babies, the lover birds month, which happens to be my
Ruth,
month.
do you fall under that category?
Cancerian, yeah, I'm a Cancerian.
Yeah, okay.
And she's a Gemini.
No, I'm a Cancerian too.
Cancerian, oh, okay,
Yeah.
right.
So
No wonder she's really emphasizing on it.
no, I actually welcome the Gemini people on June because I happen to be one of those people who open the shows when in the first week of June. So I welcome everyone. So if you're just watching us, I think you're gonna say a little bit prayer, a small prayer, just to thank God for taking you out of the month of June to July. July is the 7th month. It's the half of the year. I'm very sure maybe you have done half of your New Year resolution. It's remaining the other
Ask me
part.
what I've done, nothing. But see, wow, I'll always tell somebody that the greatest achievement one can ever be grateful for is the gifts of life.
Yeah.
Because the truth is, there are resolutions we've signed down here.
Yeah.
I'm sure Amy has decided she want to get Lamborghini. She
Are you kidding me? My resolution is that big?
Yeah? What? Amy is a big dreamer. That's one thing I admire about her. She will tell you she want to do this.
And she will go for it, and she must surely have it.
Yes, she will
Oh,
have it.
okay, yeah, we'll have
So
it.
what was your New Year's resolution that you have not achieved?
It could be the
It
Lamborghini.
is actually Lamborghini. Because my sister, we are tired of using the Legacy Benz. We are tired of using Legacy Benz. Want to cruise. You understand? But we pray that it's not yet over until it's
What's
over.
your dream car?
over.
Lamborghini.
No, I love nice cars.
Aw.
I love nice cars, but I don't have a particular brand.
So you're looking forward to the 2022 new brand?
Any car I want to buy is the latest car.
Anyone. So long as you
Anyone,
can
so long as
afford
it's
it.
a car.
I don't have issues with anybody that want to buy Maserati, Lamborghini, G-Wagon, name them. So, but then just have your money down there, and then when you
Yes,
move it,
sir.
bam.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this week is an interesting week, and it also happens to be the Holy Spirit Changeover Week, and as well as the Priesthood Week. Yes, this is a week-long celebration. Last week, of course, just yesterday, we rounded up the International Abbas Fellowship, or the week of the Abbasites.
Yeah.
So, we are all Abbasites here, if I'm not...
Of course.
I know there's somebody that's going to be very guilty of this.
I said you already guilty. You're both guilty.
No. We are all Abbasites. We are all.
Yeah.
No, you're speaking for her. She hasn't answered the question.
No. We are all.
No, we are all Abbasite.
Madam, I'm trying to provide you here.
Madam, we are coming of ourselves.
Go.
In fact, to even say the truth, because we should learn to say the truth.
Okay.
I think we are passive. We are all Abbasite, but we are passive, and we have one active member.
Okay.
Abbasite, you understand? Abbas.
So
you're gonna give us the highlights.
no. Why you say we are passive and we have?
Are you an active Abbasite?
Yes, she is. Yes.
I didn't see
Amy.
you at the competition.
Oh, madam.
No, I covered.
She covered the show.
No, she's looking for who to push her outside.
Okay.
Okay, Ruth is gonna give us the breakdown of how the whole weekend
The
went.
activities of.
Okay, it was a very, very successful one.
Of course.
Even though the Cross River State Abbasites did not come out first, but the football, I'm very, very proud to say that I was part of it. And we won. It was 1-0.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
We
you
played
played?
against Bayelsa, yes. So
Wow.
it was 1-0. We had
Who scored?
Scrabble.
She's asking because she's from Bayelsa.
Yeah, no, I didn't do the scoring. One sister Messi.
Okay,
Messi
from
Cross
Cross
River.
but still
Yeah,
from
one
Cross
sister
River.
Messi
Okay.
Odum, yeah,
Okay.
scored the goal, and it was a penalty. We had Scrabble. We had
else.
we had what is it called?
Tennis.
Table tennis.
Okay.
Yeah. The brothers also played.
Okay.
We had talk show. We had quiz, debates, and evangelism. Wow. So it all went down well. And Cross River State, of course, we're always coming out first in evangelism.
So, by your
Because
side.
yeah, we want the best evangelism. Yeah.
No, she's waiting to hear you mention Bayelsa to this particular
But no,
position.
they can't come in. Can't come in.
We don't want, if
Why are you
you're
talking
giving
about
us news, we don't want you to be
It's the smile
biased.
for me. Look at Joy. It's the smile for me. But if you want to talk talking about evangelism, I'm not sure Bayelsa can even come out second.
Wow.
I'm sorry
Wow.
to say this, but if it is about
competition,
You don't just jump into conclusion and you just throw people like that to the mud that they can't do something. Do you know the record Bayelsa State has kept so far in Brotherhood of the Cross and Star?
I'm
I'm
talking
talking
about
I'm
Abbas.
talking
We're
about
talking about
Brotherhood
Abbas.
as a whole.
No.
So
So we're talking about Abbas, right?
One sector in Bayelsa does not, we give you people chance to win does not mean that we don't want to. We just allow every other
Sometimes
person
not
to
only one
shine.
person
No.
has to be the winner.
Yes,
No,
because
but at this
we have
situation,
been
if you can get
outstanding.
to, you need
I
to
think
get
Bayelsa,
it. No, if you can win
I
it.
can agree that you're also good in evangelism, but this time around the channel,
Bayelsa
all your
State
energy
have been
to the choral
outstanding.
competition, forgetting that evangelism also matters.
Matters.
Okay.
No. You
So
don't
why
speak,
was
you
that?
don't speak like that about Bayelsa State.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna be the middleman here.
I would say that all
Okay.
the states they came out well, they
Yeah.
tried, they give their
Yeah.
best, but there's always going to be a winner.
I
If
think
you
you were
don't
present
win
at the
today, doesn't
procession.
mean-
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah, it was good. Bayelsa really came out in their numbers.
Oh.
Cross River State. No,
Not to be compared
wait,
with
let me
Akwa
finish
Ibom.
now.
Akwa Ibom
Not
Kansas
to
came
be
out with
Start
200.
with
Yeah,
distance.
200.
Distance. Madam,
Yeah.
Wow.
madam, start
Yeah.
with distance. How many
Okay.
people did Cross River State come on, please?
We were 144.
And then Akwa Ibom was
208 or something.
So
Yeah.
you're
see-
going to attack me
No,
from that angle.
I'm not. So you see,
But actually,
Yeah, I see.
this you are the host, and look at the number.
This is strike. The school is
too.
We
I don't
are
want
talking
to.
about Abbasites here, and
You are the host, and look at the
a lot
number.
of Abbasites have gone back home. That's
No,
why
no,
we are
okay,
talking
let's take it from
about
this
So when you are
standpoint.
talking
Do you know
about
that-
evangelism in Bayelsa, say you do not know that there are some Abbasites that are not around.
No, look at it. Even
Yeah,
some
you
of the
won.
students also come from other states.
Yeah.
So you can't say because it's Unica or it's Cross River State that all the other sites that school in Cross River State are you got that from
Yeah.
Cross River State. So some may be from other states and all of that, and they have to go back and
Yeah,
join.
that's why we only had 144
Yeah.
choristers on stage.
Don't worry, I'm with you.
But that's okay. That's by the way. Anyways, yes, we have been discussing this morning, and it has. We have a lot in stock to talk about. But anyway, please, before we move further, I would quickly like to correct. Yes, sorry. This week I was supposed to be changeover week with the priesthood week, but the changeover week has been moved to next week. So this week is for the priesthood. Okay. So please don't
Be misinformed.
misinformed. Yes, the priest changeover week has been moved, to next week. Yes, this morning here we have something very interesting, and Guinea would like to, discuss to talk about this morning. And of course, all of us here, yeah, we've been talking and laughing, and we also want you to join in the spirit. Yeah, so please don't change your channel, sit tight and watch, because I also want you all to participate in our discussion of today. And please, before we start here, since we just had the grand finale of the International Abbas, we are also going to at least take some excerpts of the activities that went down, starting from, of course, the Father's Advice and Blessing. We are just going to go straight into that. Let us start, of course, by hearing from our Father this morning directly. For those of you that were unable or that were not there to, get the Father's Advice and Blessing. So we are going to go into that this morning before we start our discussion for today. Yes, I hope you're ready for us. Anyways, let's start with the Father's Advice and Blessing. We shall be right back. Don't change that channel.
Stars Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Stars
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Oh. 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 Eh. Three happy chairs to the Holy Spirit. Right. my Abbasites. Let the abiding grace of the Word, which was in the beginning with the Father, and is today made flesh, and dwells in their midst, break all barriers in your lives, and establish you firmly on the path of prosperity and salvation. In the name of His Holiness, Olumba Olumba Obu, Pride of the New Kingdom. I say, Pride of the New Kingdom, oh. I say unto you today, fear not, for your Father is the King of kings and Lord of lords. He is the conqueror and the vanquisher. Stand firm in your God, for the kingdom which you are in is unshakable. Brotherhood of the Cross and Star is unmovable. Its foundation is deeply rooted in the blood of the Lamb, and therefore, the blood rooted in the blood of the Lamb that now sits on the throne of His Father. Therefore, no force in heaven and on earth, be it spiritual or physical, man-made or natural, can destroy it. In the name of His Holiness, Olumba Olumba Obu, my dear Abbasites, as you celebrate your 43rd anniversary, it is with great delight that I address you today to reassure you of the greatness of your God, His matchless wisdom, and the abundance of His power, and to also remind you of the other stars ahead of you. Events happening around the world today have indeed proven beyond reasonable doubt that your Father alone is the giver of wisdom and the fountain of all knowledge. To Him alone belong wise counsel and understanding. Man has reached the limit of his understanding, and even the most civilized and wisest of men have seen with their own eyes the vanity of their wisdom. Thus fulfilling that which is written in 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 19 and 20, which says, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? And where is the disputer of this world? Had not God made foolish the wisdom of this world? He is the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the God of ages past, present, and forever. He is Olumba Olumba Obu. In Him there is fullness of knowledge and wisdom, and whoever walks under His counsel can never stumble and fall. Any society of people who depend on Him will see peace and prosperity. The same God has made you scholars of the new kingdom of God, and has revealed unto you the hidden things of the kingdom of heaven. You therefore represent the conquering power of the Holy Spirit over the unproductive wisdom and philosophy of man. My dear scholars, during the flag-off ceremony of your week, I told you that I have a new role for you in line with my mandate to this fellowship. The fertility of man's wisdom is certainly no longer in doubt. The education system has compounded man's problems instead of solving them. Morality is now at its lowest ebb in the world, and godly virtues no longer define man's personality. The world is indeed heading towards eternal doom. Having been tutored by the Holy Spirit, you no longer belong to the world. Hence, I declare you this day scholars of the everlasting gospel. The divine wisdom in the everlasting gospel is incomparable, and the solution to all spiritual and physical problems of man are combined in the everlasting gospel. The author of the everlasting gospel is wiser than any philosopher that has ever existed. Therefore, you should glory in the study of the everlasting gospel, which is the book that John saw in his vision and said, "And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people, saying with a loud voice, Fear God, and give all glory to him. For the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth, and the sea, and the fountains of water." This is in Revelation chapter 4, verses 6 to 7. As scholars of the everlasting gospel, your paramount duty is to study the everlasting gospel and teach the same to the world. Academic dons in your midst should, as a matter of urgency, develop a curriculum for universities that are willing to partner with us in the study of the everlasting gospel. The headship of the Abbas should develop a program that will commit Abbasites to studying the everlasting gospel and rely on it and use it for references during evangelism than any other material. This has become necessary as you cannot teach what you don't know. I am aware that most of you don't own copies of the everlasting gospel, and some of you who own don't care about reading it. How do you teach the world if you do not study and quote from the everlasting gospel yourself? There is no other teaching in heaven and on earth than those contained in the everlasting gospel. This is not the time to promote your ideologies, but what you must promote is just the teachings of the Holy Spirit. The second task I have for you, in addition to your various evangelical and infrastructural development programs, is to ensure that all libraries in the world have copies of the everlasting gospel and copies of abridged teachings of the Holy Father on different subjects on their shelves. This is a project you must start immediately, as I expect to get progress reports from time to time. The spread of the everlasting gospel is your main objective, and it is the reason that this fellowship was established 43 years ago. You must therefore not lose focus and take seriously this new task that has been handed down to you, for no other work is greater than spreading the everlasting gospel of Leader Olumba Obu. This is why he has made you his chosen vessels for the dissemination of his divine teachings to the world. You must rise to the mantle of your calling to proclaim without fear that the kingdoms of this world have become the kingdom of Jehovah God and his Christ. Inform the wise of this world that the greatest sage and the one who endowed Solomon with wisdom never before seen has come with full authority and might. Tell them that it is fruitless and it amounts to a mere waste of time to fight against the will of God. Brotherhood of the Cross and Star came from above, already prepared, and it is immune to the antics of men. Therefore, no amount of mudslinging, lies, and propaganda will shake this kingdom. God will never allow his creation to perish, not after giving his Son as a ransom. Brotherhood of the Cross and Star is the only hope for humanity. Tell them that this is not the time to rely on mysticism, witch doctors, philosophical theories, or scientific postulations. For these have failed man over the years. This is the time for humanity to turn to God. For as it is written in 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14, if my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their evil ways, then will I hear from heaven and I will forgive their sins and heal their land. Tell them that the supreme power which wrought wonders amidst the Israelites of old, and the authority of his rulership, which has been from time immemorial, has been made lavishly available in this generation for man to tap and reap the full benefit of his physical presence on earth in the name of His Holiness Olumba Olumba Obu. Let it be known to you, my dear scholars, that I have seen your efforts to stand out among the youths in the world and be the difference. I have taken cognizance of your sincere commitment to the growth of this kingdom in your various chapters. Your intellectual contribution to evangelism and the creative energies you put into projecting the beauty of this kingdom to the world are well known to me. I am fully aware of all your activities and sacrifices, from the daily choir practices, divine services, watch and pray, meetings, and all that you have done in my name. Amid daunting challenges, and even when the world mocked you that you are worshiping a man, when they laugh and jeer at you for walking barefooted and putting on a white garment, you remain faithful and committed in the service of the kingdom. For not denying my name even in difficult situations, assuredly I say unto you today, I, Olumba Olumba Obu, whom all spirits, angels, and men obey, shall not deny you. I have set my love on you. I will deliver you from trouble and set you on high, because you have known my name. You shall call upon me, and I shall answer you. Look unto me alone, and let your faith be in me, and I shall satisfy you at my due time, and show you salvation in the name of His Holiness Olumba Olumba Obu. My children, a review of your activities as a fellowship leaves me only with the option to bless and bless all of you endlessly. This is because I am pleased with the activities and programs we have successfully undertaken to the glory of the Ancient of Days, great leader Olumba Olumba Obu. In your different strata as a chapter, state, national, and international, I have seen the many efforts you have devoted, along with your time and resources, all for the overall growth of the kingdom. Certainly, be hopeful that your toiling comes with greater reward from me, because I will continue to recompense your persistence and doggedness. In the name of His Holiness Olumba Olumba Abu. I must particularly commend your brilliant and fantastic outing this year during the Ondo Peace March. The rehabilitation of 7 classroom blocks, 2 offices, 2 laboratories, and stores at Bromco, which was commissioned earlier today by His Holy Father, the scholarship program, and all the projects undertaken by the administration has attracted my immeasurable blessings to you all Abbasites in various parts of the world. In the name of His Holiness Olumba Olumba Obu. I congratulate the International President, Patriarch Christ Shepherd Ekumango, and his team of executive, the IOC Chairman, Patriarch Christ Shepherd Abdul Maman, and members of the Anniversary Planning Committee for a very successful and impactful anniversary celebration. My dear scholars, while I commend you for commencing arrangement towards the BCS Peace March bill to hold in Bayelsa State next year, as earlier pronounced by me, I wish to reiterate that the Association of Brotherhood Academic Scholars is a fundamental component of the Brotherhood All Youth Assembly. As such, the active role of all upper sides in the planning and implementation of my mandate to Baya is crucial. As you are aware, the 2022 edition of Baya will hold in Benin City, Edo State, from 16 to Sunday, 18 September 2022. As you conclude your 43rd anniversary week, the priority of the international headship should be that of mobilizing all my Abbasites to Edo State, the heartbeat of the nation, for the spiritual blessings awaiting the youth during the forthcoming Baya Convention are beyond the grasp of any man. Therefore, no youth of this kingdom should miss the event. My dear children, your Father, who is mighty in battle, has already equipped you to put into practice all things I have revealed to you today. I have adorned every one of you with the divine armor of God. Move fearlessly into the academic communities, spread my message of salvation. Do not worry about your challenges, for I have taken care of them all. Some of you as students are finding it difficult to raise money for your studies. A good number of you are lacking job opportunities, but assuredly, I say unto you today that all those challenges have become stories of the past. I, your Father, knowing what is best for you, have granted your heart desires and repositioned you for my glory. By coming to me, I have quenched your thirst and given you water from the living spring. By taking my yoke upon you, I have lifted up your burden, and in me shall you continue to find rest. Let my everlasting peace and blessings remain with you for now and evermore. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. I said, thank you, Father. Oh, 3 happy cheers to the Holy Spirit.
Starburst Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Stars Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Stars Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Stars Television is the only entertaining station.
Oh wow, that's a beautiful segment. It's always very inspiring. It's always very full of blessings to see the Father's face. The first thing to start your week. We saw his face yesterday. Those of us that were live, present in the hall, and those of us who even watched us the YouTube platform, online platform, we saw his face. And then for those of you that didn't have the opportunity to hear from the Father yesterday, his advice and blessings, his blessings towards the Abbas, and also his general blessings to his children. We have given you a second chance to do that. But that doesn't mean that any live broadcast or any live broadcast we do in the hall, you shouldn't always rely on Monday's rebroadcast, not to stay tuned to the first hand. Remember, first hand information matters a lot. Before someone come and tell you, oh, this is what I heard, this is what happened. But when you are there and watching it live, you'll be able to say, okay, no, this is what really happened and that, instead of waiting for us on Monday to bring the rebroadcast for what happened. But I'm very sure that even for you that stayed live yesterday in the hall, or even on Saturday to witness what happened during the grand finale, this is the reassurance of things. Some people, I know that you might want to hear things 2 times before you are really sure that you've heard that thing. But aside from that, we always want to bring the Father's face to you every Monday to kickstart your week. I hope that was able to grant you that purpose. All right, it's still Morning Star Breakfast Show, and we are the fine ladies here in the studio. Before we went on the short break, Joy had assured you that I had a beautiful topic of discourse this morning. We'll go into the conversational segment, which we would want you to drop your comments on our YouTube platform. You can phone in for if you want us to hear, because there's sometimes when you're commenting on social media, there's sometimes like, I feel like dropping voice notes. There's sometimes words cannot express what is in your heart, but through phone call you can express whatever opinion on your thoughts on your thoughts on the topic we're going to talk about today. Moving straight to the topic. Are we ready?
Yes,
ma'am. Are we ready?
Yes, ma'am.
You're ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the topic. This one is a heavy one because scholars and the between the scholars and the what do they call money? Ego. Between the scholars and the ego, they'll fight today. We are not gonna fight like physical fighting. We're gonna join our opinions. So the topic is wealth or education, or let's start with educational qualification or wealth, which leads to successful, or to be successful in life. Do you consider academic qualification or wealth or academic qualification which is successful, like which leads to successful, which is considered successful, which is a measure to success in life? Now I'm taking time to explain this topic because I wouldn't want you to come and say something that we are not saying here in the studio. I want you to digest the topic. Do not get us wrong. That's for one thing, because I know some of you, I don't know, Morning Stars audience, you're like Annie. Do not get us wrong. We just want to digest, because in the society today, everybody needs to. Some people feel that, oh, we need to pass through one level of academic qualification. I need to get master degree, PhD, other degrees we have in academics. While some feel that, that to make it, okay, while some feel that, I need to have this morning, I need to gather this amount of money, you understand, start a business, do this, do that, put what is in your head down, to be successful. So which one would you go for? That's a discussion. So who is going to be the first to dive?
Yeah. Well.
Okay, Joy will go first.
It's not that I'm going first. Yes.
Okay.
So I also want to make our audience also understand the main essence of this topic here. Yeah. So a few days ago we had a discussion that sometimes you need. All people need is just money to be successful. They should just give you money and then you just make it in life. You start, building up, you start doing this, you start doing that. And then on the other hand, we also disagree that that sometimes you need education, you need knowledge to be successful in life. So myself and let me just say Amy, yes.
Okay.
So we were arguing, yes. She said, no, what about Mark Zuckerberg that, owns his own dad, but he was a dropper, he didn't go to school, he didn't finish, but he is successful in life. Yes, and I agree to that. Now, I also came in the opinion that when we are talking about education, sometimes the things we do, because before you acquire a particular thing, before you get this wealth we are talking about, this money, you need to pass through a process here. You need to learn something in order for you to get that money. So now, the knowledge you learn in that process of getting that money, when you're not going to the four walls of education, as he said, now you're not using the major or part of education, but you're also using another process of getting that thing. Maybe not direct education in school, but you're learning something somewhere to get that thing. That's education as well. That's knowledge you're acquiring. So at the end of the day, I will still say that for you to be very successful in life, you need education. You need knowledge to be successful in life.
Okay, so I am also coming in from that same angle. First and foremost, a lot of people don't believe again in education.
A lot of people don't believe that education is the key.
They don't believe that education is the key. You know why? Because a lot are graduates, but they are not making it. There is no job employed. There is no job in Nigeria, so they believe that they have wasted so many years. And schools in Nigeria is very, very expensive. You know that, right? Starting from your fees, your handouts, and the rest. So a lot have, jumped into the conclusion that there is nothing like education, go to school, and again, most people go to school only to get the certificate. Well, some don't even, they are like, damn it, I'm going for business. Like our Igbo brothers, a lot of them are not scholars. And they are not even dreaming of going to school. They make their money and they live large. They're like, damn English, what is English? When you have your money, you are good to go. So I'm not of the opinion, okay, fine, I'm also a scholar, but I'm not of the opinion that it is
wealth that is success.
That you need to be wealthy in life to be successful. No. You need to be
educated.
Yes, to be successful in life. It happens either both ways.
So now, when you say you don't need education to be successful in life, where do you get money from? How do you just get the wealth?
Trade.
Yeah.
What kind of trade? Business gurus. Like our Igbo brothers, a lot of them are not.
Now this trade,
university.
Yes, this trade you're talking about here, is it that they don't learn or something? You just wake up and you do it yourself. You just wake up and you.
Some of them
you might not even need academic qualification. Some of them is
and most of them they have somebody that is like middleman in case they meet a client that is an English person, speaking person. They will have a middleman that will be interpreting. They don't need it. They're like, as far as the ego is coming in, the money is coming in, then it's okay. Because some people are like, what are you living for? We are living for the ego. If there is no money, then there is no life. That's how some people perceive this life.
You see?
Okay, I think at this process, everyone is subject to
their opinion.
All right. Okay, for me. We all understand why we need education. One, someone will tell you it's for critical thinking. It helps you, like when you meet with people, the school worlds, you get to learn how to think critically, and you get to learn how to strategize your business very well and everything. But I think I would not say that we need education qualification to be so successful.
Thank you,
And
sister.
I would not say that wealth alone will give you success in life. Okay.
See,
wait now.
wait, no,
Wait,
wait,
It's an argument. That's why I started
no,
with
calm down.
everyone.
No. Since I'm the one that brought the topic, we don't want on defense here.
Yeah, she's starting on the
No, even you said when you led her on because you started this on defense something. We don't want.
That's why I
you
started with.
No. Do not stand on defense.
That's why I
We
started
said
with.
you have to
Either
pick a
in or
point.
out.
Yeah, it's either you're in
well,
or out.
I'm not taking my point.
No, wait, because we are talking about you landing, picking a side.
Yeah, you have to
here.
pick a side.
Okay, the thing
Okay.
is, do you need
Academic
academic
qualification
qualification
to be successful.
to be successful, or you just need
Wealth.
money to be successful
Okay,
in
okay.
life?
Since you want me to pick a side.
Yeah, don't come and be the righteous one here.
No, I'm not playing being righteous anyways. But since you want me to pick a side, I think everything that everyone goes through, pass through learning. So if you are going to learn a trade, like these Igbo people she rightly mentioned, there is this particular, we call it the GAL system. GAL system when I was in school, where you go, you learn under someone, after a period of 1 year or 1 year, 6 months, that person can now establish you. That's the process of learning.
It's education.
Yes, that's education.
Even if it's not
Even
formal
if-
education, that's
yes.
education.
I have a friend, okay, a family relative, let me put it that way. He did not go to school, but he had his primary six and all of that. But he went into learning how to build, like building and all of that. And now he can put a very magnificent structure very well. So in that process now, he went to learn that thing. Is that not education qualification he learned from? I'm not picking side with Sister Jo.
No, that's what we're saying.
But
It's
it's
a
sticking
big
to-
side. You didn't
can-
it's
but
not
it
it's
can
not
be
Sister
a-
Joy
it
or
can
it's not Sister Emmy.
Okay, as a
I
scholar.
don't understand something here. This
Qualification.
educational
Academic qualification.
academic qualification.
Yeah,
Does it
academic.
only have to do with the tertiary institution?
No,
Because that's what we are talking about here.
Yeah.
Like it only has to do with that's what you mean.
That is actually the line I was towing.
Okay.
You understand? Like, because when you talk about academic qualification, I mean academic, you have to go through the 4 walls, not just like informal, let's say training or those can be categorized as informal education.
Okay.
But the formal one, which is the academic qualification I was talking about, is let's say masters, BSc, PhD.
Okay.
The gungungaga, all of them, you understand. But since we are bringing it down to the minimal point,
Okay.
it's still acceptable because,
Okay.
like any form of education is education, right?
Yeah.
Whether informal or formal,
Yeah.
so you can
Yes.
continue from.
So, though you
Drop
need
your
wealth, she has. Though you need wealth, of
Yeah.
course, because everything. For me, I think if you're getting the masters, the PhD, the professor degree, it's all going to one direction to maximize that wealth, to get that wealth. So I think you need education or academic qualification to be
Okay.
I have
successful in
also
life
seen some
as a
people-
scholar.
Okay, sorry for
Okay.
stepping on your throat.
No,
I've
it's
also
okay.
seen some students, some people that graduated and now they are jumping. What is it called? Buses.
Okay,
Or
yeah.
Marua. That is what they are doing. So those kind of people, if someone had told them that that's how they were going to end up, do you think they would
They will
have
go
gone ahead
through.
to spend all the money they spent in university? They
Mm.
won't. They would have invested that money in business that will later fetch them more money. So I am of the opinion
You know.
Well, for me, because let me pick a side.
Okay.
Just give me 20 million and ask me if I'll be successful.
How will you just get
Okay.
20 million?
Okay.
That's my
No,
point.
no.
But
Nobody
someone
will
work
just
for
wake up.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody will wake up and just come and give
That's
you money
true.
like that.
It must be
It,
on merit,
has to
right?
be a miracle
Yeah,
for
it must
such
be
thing
on
to
merit.
happen. And those miracles don't just happen like that. It is very rare.
To go through that, let me be realistic.
Okay.
Let me be realistic. The people that went through schools, we have professors in our university teaching us. If you want to ask them how much are they earning in a month, even we that we know very well that what we are reading in school is not what we are going to even use it. Let's go. Let's
Okay,
make a
let's
phone.
take our first caller
Yeah.
for the day. Hello, 'Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good mor morning. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Okay, Gladys.
Oh, Sister
Sister
Gladys.
Gladys.
Good morning.
Special greetings to all the ladies in the house.
Thank
Thank you. Good morning.
Firstly, I want to say a very happy new week to you all.
Thank you.
And I also want to wish our beautiful sister and daughter, Sister Thank you, happy birthday to her.
Thank you.
May the Holy Father come to bless them.
Amen.
Give them joy,
Amen.
happiness,
Amen.
give them excel in all their endeavors.
Amen.
Even now and forevermore.
Amen. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yes. And I also want to make a little contribution here as to the topic of the day. I think that education is necessary, but then to the topic mentioned looks like a topic that is linked to each other. So at times, due to learning, you can learn a trade, you can learn a business, because we are like here in abroad. Most people do not go to school and they still make it. You can see your talent, what you are very good at doing. You will make sure to concentrate on that very thing you are very good at doing. So at times, learning something to have a education as well. So it's not necessarily to have masters, PhD, or whatever. But if one is caught out having masters and PhD, good enough. But it's also learning a handwork, or to take it the other way around. All blessings come from God.
Yeah.
Most successful men here in America, none of them dropped out of school. They really made it. And then, like I said, everything depends on what plan God has made. Have a very special week.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much.
Have a nice
Sister
day.
Gladys.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, yes, Sister Gladys has also made her points. Education is as well important, and also she said it's not a must that you have to go through the four walls of university to be successful, because there are so many people out there that are doing it without going to school. Okay, we have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good
morning.
What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Hello, my name is Precious.
Okay, good morning, Precious.
Morning, I'm Precious. I'm calling from Uyo.
Okay. Please, can you turn down the volume of your TV set? Can you reduce the volume of your TV, please? So you can pay attention to the call. Hello?
Okay, I'm just doing that.
Okay.
Yes, I'm doing that. Okay.
Okay, Precious, drop your quarter.
Hello.
Yes,
Yeah.
go
Yes,
ahead,
good
we
morning.
can
Can hear you?
Hello.
Go ahead, we can hear you. Pay attention to the call, please.
Education is very important, because without education, you cannot be a successful businessman or businesswoman, because it will guide you how to do your business properly. So, some people will go for marketing. And by so learning marketing, if you don't see marketing, you cannot do business. You cannot attend to your customer properly. Some people will wake up and you give them money and they will go for the business without going to school. But they are learning marketing through someone that went to school.
Exactly.
Education is very well, because they will guide you to success, to do your business successfully.
Yeah.
So that's what I have for you.
Okay,
Thank
okay,
you.
thank you.
Thank you, Sister Precious.
All right, enjoy the rest of the program.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, bye. So, I was talking about
So we have one side for us and one side for them.
yeah. So no. Sister Gladys was neutral in her
yeah,
comments.
yeah,
She
yeah.
said you
Yeah.
can go to school to be successful, and you can as well.
acquire a
no,
skill.
If I
acquire
could
a
hear
skill.
her very well, she said most of the people that are abroad
Yeah.
do not even. Some of them are even
They drop
drop out.
out.
did not attend, a major, have a major
Formal education.
And they are all successful. That's what that's what I was trying to talk about before her first call that Sister Gladys called in. You see, like I was saying, even in our universities, I don't know, it's even the same thing abroad. I think there are protesters saying that teachers are the ones that made, are the ones keeping up with the school. How come they are not kept in that when it comes to profession? Teachers aren't kept in that high esteem. I mean, when we have the doctors claiming, we have the lawyers, but the teachers are the ones that are making this, are producing day by day, producing people, but their profession is not at the top. And I keep asking myself that if education is really the key to success, I mean, teaching profession should be at that top, that people should reverence teaching, education as that one class, at the top. To be a teacher, you have to be proud of yourselves. That's why I used to say that, even us here, there are some things that we are studying in school that, okay, ask me, the Roman figure that I learned in secondary school, am I using it for anything? You understand? I mean, even the rich, for example now, Elon Musk is the richest man. Yeah. I'm not saying that, okay, he attended some educational qualification. I'm just saying, like, very neutral. He bought the Twitter. Originally, he wasn't the owner of the Twitter. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. We had the owner. Yeah. Do you know that this man bought the whole company, even bought the owner of the Twitter? The owner of the Twitter is working under him. No. You understand? Now, we even have the story of Steve Harvey, the popular TV host. Steve Harvey did not attend any. In fact, he's a dropout in college. Did not even graduate college. But he's making it. He even shared a testimony that his colleague then, when they had a college, you understand, said that you have to have like 5 degrees before you can make it. Well, look at me now, with not even single degree, I am making it. In fact, I'm even going far. Let's come back to Nigeria. We have so many people, in fact, president aspirants, you understand, that do not even have primary school leaving certificates.
So you're going far.
No, when I'm talking abroad, it's like I'm going far. Let's come down to Nigeria. Okay. But these are the people that has been leading us since. These are the people that has been wealthy since. These are the people we call successful since. Let's talk about Dangote. Dangote started farming this thing. He's a farmer. He was a farmer. He has everything in this world. He has groundnuts. He has cement. He has salt. He has Maggi. He has. Tell me, if we were to introduce Dangote in an occasion, let's leave the school part out. It is his business. It is what he worked for. Actually, what is giving him the money, not because he went to Harvard. In fact, we even have some Harvard dropouts. The owner of Microsoft is a dropout. People, like you said, like when I told you that I need 20 million to start with, that the 20 million is looking like a big money. You understand? Okay. But we have people who takes loan. In fact, let me go back to abroad. There are some people who start business at their garage. You understand? Yeah. They start this thing at their. In fact, let me even be sincere with you. Some rich men are leaving the office. They are coming to the garage to start. The person that brought light bulb into life, he did the practice 100 and something times. How many schools did he go? He did not go to any school. He did not attend to any qualification before he could bring that into life. So what I'm saying is that you should not, even if you should not beat about the bush and say, okay, I must attend. Some people say they have attended the master's degree. It's not even enough for them. Sorry, the BSc. Yeah. They want to go for master. They want to go for PhD. They want to go for, before. So I'm saying, instead of wasting all that time, all that precious money to attend all that thing, if you have BSc, why can't you use it to? Is it this small English that both of us is speaking that is too big? Or understand it? Some people say you have to be creative. When you go to school, you have the creative. Just give me that 20 million and ask me if I will not be able to think well. If I'm not, if I'm able to do that, think well.
Learning doesn't have to stop. You have to learn everything.
You have to learn. You understand? Yeah. So my opinion is that you don't need any education qualification to be successful. In fact, let me be real with you. Okay. A wealthy man, if you see someone who is wealthy, you even call that person successful without even getting to know if the person has education qualification. in our family now they reach the top. Even if you wear, even the let's be sincere, even the professor in our university, how much respect do we respect him? How much do we give him? Do you understand? To say, okay, the person no or sabi, how much? We will even classify those people as unsuccessful because we have not seen the fruit of the labor. But when someone comes in, steps down from his Lamborghini, wealth is associated with success. When we see someone who is wealthy, immediately you call the person successful. In fact, if I'm wealthy, I'm successful.
Okay.
I'm just
Joy has so much to say.
if I'm wealthy, am I not successful? I'm successful. Which other success do I want to come and be successful?
Okay.
Are you doing?
So I am not in my own part.
Okay.
To be continued.
Yes, thank you, Amy. Well said, well spoken.
Well spoken.
The truth is, yes, she is also right on her own points. Like we said, everybody's entitled to their own opinions. Now, you see, when we are talking about education and success, you just pick, the part of wealth to be success. But I don't stick on that alone to be success. When we are talking about success, you know what it means to be successful when you're living the life that you have dreamt of, when you have achieved a lot of things, when you're living a life that people are benefiting from, when you are impacting in people's life. You're a successful person. You understand? It must not be with wealth. It must not be money.
Now, when Joy is the righteous one here.
No. Don't have to start because
everybody is entitled to their opinions. Now, when I mean that a successful person is somebody that people look up to. You just look at this person, you want to be like this person. Sometimes the person must not really have these millions or billions you're talking about. Now, we are talking about education and wealth here. You must go to school to be educated or to be successful, or you must not go to school but you're also going to be successful. Now, I'm saying that I'm trying to define success first in my own understanding before I will tell you why you need education to be successful. You understand? So people look at you, when you are able to impact in people's life, when you're able, people come to you to acquire knowledge. People come to you to seek for ideas. You're a successful person
but
already.
They are not respected.
Now,
they are not being respected.
How can you? No. How would you define respect?
I have seen a lot of people that have it. They have so much upstairs, but they are not being respected.
I have even seen a lot of people
because they don't have money.
They don't have money.
You see
No, ask her when she's done with her university, she'll carry educational qualification and be advising people. If she will not look for money to
I
be
was
successful.
actually waiting for Amy Young to
because
land.
when you
I should
finish
have my
school,
floor.
you will still need the money to be successful.
Exactly.
I should have my floor. I was waiting for Amy Young to land.
Okay,
So let me also land.
Land.
Now you are talking about being that most of these things here. Okay, for example, you might say that people that really have money, they respect them, they do this, they do. Now a situation, there are people that their money is illegal. Everybody wants to know where the
So
money
is education not illegal?
When you are talking
People don't buy certificate.
I will chew you raw this second.
Once you are wealthy, nobody wants to know how the money
Can
comes.
I
Even education. Even
use
education can be
You
illegal.
automatically command respect.
Wait, how can education?
Automatic.
Yes,
You
you
understand?
command the respect, but when you don't have, no matter the grammar.
Let her learn. She's still on the air.
Okay, let me also learn.
Yeah.
There was this thing I watched on social media, how a rich man came out and people were already clapping. Imagine a middle class person standing there to, stammer.
As a
Imagine
rich
what they
man,
do to that
you're
person.
already successful. You don't need to
People were
struggle.
clapping
But
because
you know
there
that
is
the
money,
society-
so it's automatically commanding respect.
No, the
Money brings
society has made
respect.
it look
Wealth
like.
brings
Which
respect.
society? Which society?
No, seriously, the society has already made it look like maybe education or education qualification is a way of or take off.
Your great grandfather. How many school did you go?
Wait.
How many
When
school
we are
did you go
looking
to be
at,
successful?
you are embracing digitalization.
Not, I'm
Forgetting-
even, not digital. I'm going back.
She's also the
I'm
righteous
going
one.
back.
No.
I'm
Listen.
going
No,
way back.
I want maybe
Yeah.
go against the point that you need
Yeah.
wealth to be successful. But I have a stand that for you to be successful, you have
I'm even
you
beating
need
about the bush. Wealth is success.
Yes, yes.
Wealth is success.
That is
Maybe
everyone.
some people say this is vanity upon vanity, but my dear sister, even education, because it is vanity. Because how can you have maybe a knowledge, we have a first level school certificate,
ladies,
you're still going for
ladies
more,
and
you're still going for more, you're still going
Like,
for
you
more.
know one thing, if you see somebody that is
Ladies.
rich that doesn't even know how to construct one
He
grammar,
better
you
successful.
respect that person.
Ladies and ladies. Okay, fine. Fine. I was actually on the floor here. And
Okay.
then
Okay.
people took over my conversation.
You're still
Now,
in the air.
the reason why you are
lying, sorry.
The reason why you are arguing with me,
Yeah.
you're taking over the conversation is because you're listening to the facts I'm stating.
Ah.
And being that the things I'm stating they are
From the
important.
evidence.
They are important. That's why you are trying to debunk whatever I'm saying now.
Okay.
But I'm saying that whatever I'm saying here is facts. Now, when we are talking about success, when
Yeah.
you say success is an accomplishment of something that you have accomplished
Acquired.
or you. I don't know how to put it, but something your aim that you have finally acquired, you have accomplished, something that you really wanted to get,
Yeah.
and you finally get it. That is success.
We get you.
Now,
We
when-
get you.
Now, listen, that is success. We are
Yeah.
talking about success here.
Yeah.
Do you need education or money to be
Money.
successful? Now, when we are talking, so let us, before we argue, let us know what we are aiming at. All of
Okay.
us are aiming at getting to success,
Yeah.
right? And we are looking for either money or education to be successful. Now, if I decided that I am going to school, this is my aim. This is what I want to acquire to be successful. That is success for
Success,
me.
yeah.
You understand?
But
If
you
I
need
say
money
that
to get to that success.
No.
But you need idea to
Joy,
get that
Joy,
wealth.
you're actually deviating from this
I am
topic.
not deviating.
For example,
No.
now you're defining success as a
Sister.
general word.
Okay.
But I actually specified it on education and wealth. If I were to tell that,
It
I would
is-
say to
no.
get married is success for me. To have
Exactly.
children is success
It's
for
success.
me. Like general, that's a general term of success.
No, when
And
you're
it's applicable to a term used.
Mm-mm.
But
Any-
in today's discussion, we are talking about education and wealth,
Wealth,
which
yes.
will be successful.
Okay, when
I
you're
feel
talking
like you people
No.
don't understand what we are talking
do.
about.
No, it is you that do
Do
not
you
understand.
know what
Let's
success?
let's
I don't know
just-
if you understand
I-
it. You know what success is? We
Yeah.
are talking about success. You did not say to be rich.
No.
If you say to be rich, to be wealthy in life, do you need education
I
or
said
wealth?
to be successful.
That is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you say to be successful, that means anything you acquire in the process and then you get it at the end of the day is called success.
Yeah.
So now if you're saying that if we need education to be rich or we need wealth to be rich, I don't know if you're understanding my point. When we are getting to the end point, it's either success or riches. You need to specify.
So if
If
you're
you're
going,
talking about
if you're
education to
throwing,
be rich.
if you're throwing that point,
Uh-huh.
it means it means that whether you're a professor, you are you're
Then
successful.
maybe we should
whether you are a
maybe
wealthy
we
man,
should rephrase
you're
the question.
successful.
Because when we are talking about
No.
success, here,
I actually like the question though, but I'll also like to protect my own interest.
Okay.
You're already thinking. I want
Let's
to
go.
for
Let's
it.
go.
Wait. Okay. You have mentioned Mark Zuckerberg. You have mentioned Dangote. And you have mentioned all the numerous people. This one bought software. This one started from farm, and this and that. But do you know that what you tend to be successful is who you look up to? Like those people who have not gone to school, who are all dropped out, and people who are also tilting that line or tilting to that line will look at them. But have you also looked at people like Wale Soyinka, people like Chimamanda, people like Chinua Achebe? We have so many of them that are maybe, should I use the word clergy or educationists and all of that? There are people who look up to them and they're all
And they are
successful in their
successful.
life. Yes. You don't tell me that because I know money is no, but I will not say money is that I don't
do you
need
know
to-
the influence you will have when you
Yes.
have money
Yes.
and you're educationally
Educated.
wise?
Yes.
Like,
No, leave the money. oh.
Wait,
No.
wait.
See, now it's different when you have a qualification. I don't want to mention a particular artist's name here, but there was a time here this artist was being dragged on on Twitter.
Okay.
People that went to school here were having a debate, or they were kind of having a conversation here, and he chipped in. And everybody attacked him and said, Oga, it's not by money.
Yes.
It's not your money. We are talking
Yeah.
about people that are learned here. We are talking about people that went to school.
Okay.
Do you know what happened after that challenge? This guy went and enrolled himself
Okay.
and started going to school.
Okay.
Even as he has made all the money in the world.
Yeah.
Some people don't feel belong if you are not educated. You can't go and stand in the midst of wealthy billionaires, millionaires that are smart, that are spoken, that are good, that they can present anything any day because you are an Igbo man that have money.
Yeah.
How will you go and speak? Nah, leave this thing because I want to move. No, you can't find yourself in that kind of gathering. You are going to go to your class, to your level,
Yeah.
where there are unlearned people there. That's where you fit in. Forget your money, because there are some places that you go to that if you don't know how to speak good English, you will be sent out with your money.
Of
You will
course.
not be
You
sent
understand?
out. You will not be sent
Now,
out because some
You
countries,
buy a seat.
you
buy
buy
a
correct
seat.
life.
Yeah,
Because you're going to bribe them.
And sister Emily
You're
was-
going to bribe them.
Yeah.
in Nigeria,
No, she
in
was saying
Nigeria,
that. Okay.
in Nigeria, English is our lingua franca, so you will not be sent out.
Okay.
No,
so
actually,
anyways,
you're not diverting.
anyways, we have been talking here, so I think we're supposed to have His Grace Vena to join us this morning on this topic of discourse today, and I would like to engage him since we have been discussing on this particular topic here. I would like to also engage him. Yes, I know that we have not landed on our points, but we're also working with time. We just have 30 minutes to wrap up today.
No, it's okay. It's great
Yes.
that can come in.
Yes, so let us invite His Grace Vena Obuk, because he was supposed to, take Star Motivation today, but no, we have something special, something else. So he's joining us to, give his own input on this discussion of today. So I would like His Grace Vena to come in. Good morning, Your Grace, if you're there. How are you doing? Good morning.
How are you all doing?
We are fine. We are fine. Thank you. Yes, so we are having a discussion this morning. I don't know if you've been following up. So we also like your
$1
contribution,
million
your input
$1
on
million
this topic.
quarter.
What do you think? Do we need, because here we were talking about success and we are talking about education or wealth to be successful. In my own understanding, I was also defined. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion here.
course.
Everybody has said what they feel would lead you to success. Me, I'm saying that we need education to be successful. We need, even if it's formal or informal, education is very important here. No matter what you do, even if you have all the money in the world, you can have all the money, sometimes you don't even have the knowledge to disburse or to even use it and make yourself successful in life. So yeah, Amy has also stated her point. Yeah, you need money to be successful. You need money to drag respect to yourself. You need money to feel important, to feel in the society. So what is your take on that?
So what is your take on that?
Thank you very much. Just before I start, so that I don't forget, I just want to wish happy birthday to a wonderful sister, Sister Ruth, and her twin sister as well. May the Father bless and prosper both of you all through your very long life. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. So, in terms of the question you asked, is a very, very good question, a very deep and a broad one for that matter. The first thing I'd want to say is this. I know that every time that I come on the show, that obviously most of the time I answer questions. So I want to begin by asking you a question on set. Please, are you there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you, Your Grace.
Thank you very much. So I said that just before I even give my own opinion or understanding on this matter, I want to throw a question to you on set. Is that okay?
Yes, sure. Go ahead with your question.
Thank you very much. I sorry for putting you guys on the spot as well too, but there's a reason why I want to ask this question. And in fact, something that Sister Joy just said just now is the exact reason why I want to ask the question, so that we are all on the same page in terms of like what we want to get out of this conversation. So the question is this. I mean, you've asked me, you need academic qualifications or wealth to be successful in life. Now the question, each and every one of you, please, what is success? So if you all can just take turns in just one sentence or maximum two, you don't have to tell a long story, you don't have to give any explanation. Just tell me, in your own opinion, in your own words, what is success? Or what does success look to you? Or if something or someone is successful in life, how does that person look? So if you can do that for me, I'll be so, so grateful, please.
Yeah, I would start here. For me, I would say success is something I would say I accomplished, or my achievement, or whatever it is that I aim to acquire, and at the end of the day, I get that thing. That is my success for me. That's what I would say is my own success. That's how I define my success. Amy.
Brilliant.
Okay, my own definition of success is success to my accomplishment plus money, wealth, wealth, and the others can follow. Thank you.
Okay, for me, I think success is an accomplishment of intended purpose. So if I have this intention to get a master's degree after my BSc or have a professor degree, I think I'm okay with that. That's success for me. So
Okay, for me, my own definition is accomplishing all your dreams and living your dream life.
Yes.
Yes, we are done with the taking turns. Yeah.
okay.
Thank you so much for doing me that wonderful favor. There's a reason why I asked that question. I asked that question particularly because when we talk about success, a lot of the times we immediately equate it with finance or with wealth or with riches. Now, that is one dimension of success, which is financial success. So wealth, riches, that's just one dimension. But for any one of us to call somebody a successful person, it goes beyond just finance, it goes beyond wealth, it goes beyond riches. There are other dimensions of success that are important, or even critically more important than finance and wealth and riches. But I will come to that part. It's important really for us to have that understanding between us. Because where I come from, Nigeria, most of you anyway, you know this, and Africa as a whole, we have this misconception, like I said before, where when you see somebody driving a nice car, living in a nice house, spending money extravagantly, you say he's a successful man, or you say she's a successful woman. That thinking or that mentality is detrimental to us human beings, to us the Black race, to us Nigerians. And in fact, it is the reason why we end up doing so many wrong things, so many illegal, so many immoral things, because we don't fully understand what success means. But just hearing from all of you, I'm so glad, when you talked about success, and I think across board, you all mentioned that success is the accomplishment or the achievement of intended goals or targets. Beautiful. That is what success is. The very definition of success has got nothing to do directly or particularly with finance or with wealth or riches. It is just that when you have a target, if that target is to be reached, if you then go towards that target with determination and discipline and commitment and all the things required, and then you get it, then you have now become successful in that aspect. In another aspect, if you have a target, for example, to be a good husband, for example, or a good father, and you want to have 2 children, 3 children, and you want to make sure you train them through school with the highest level of education you can afford them. If you now go through that, your set goals and targets, and at the end you achieve them, then you can say, I am successful with this thing that I intended to do. So I don't know whether you are getting where I'm coming from with the definition of success in the first place, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. So that's the first thing, because if you go out in the streets and ask randomly 100 people what success means to them, you'd hear all sorts of things, and it's fine. Because what success means to me is completely and should be completely different from what success means to Sister Imediong, from what success means to Sister Joy, from what success means to Sister Ruth or to Sister Peace. We all have our different set goals and set targets in life. It is only when we are able to, first of all, be aware of them, clarify them, go towards them and achieve them, that is when we can boldly say we are successful. So for me, my measure of success should not be upon what you think a successful person should look like.
So
So
what
I
is your
may not be driving the... Sorry, you
success?
wanted to say something?
Yeah, what is your measure of success?
So for me, my measure, or let me start with definition of success.
Okay.
I completely agree with, on an average, what all of you have said, that success is the accomplishment or achievement of your set targets or goals. So first of all, you have to have your goals in all the areas of your life. For example, if I want to be fit, physically fit, and I say, for example, I'm obese, for example, and I set target for me to lose weight and be physically fit. If I set that target and do all that it takes to achieve it, then I can say I have successfully become physically fit. So for me, on a broad sense, on a broad scale, success goes beyond finance, riches, and wealth. It is when you are able to accomplish and achieve whatever your own self set for yourself as a target in the first place. So I just wanted to make that clear because it felt like, and I understand where it's coming from, it felt like the conversation this morning was all going towards finance and wealth and riches, and that's fine. If a person if they have identified finance or wealth or riches as a number one thing in their life, and they do all that it takes to get it, then that's fine. You know, once they get it, then they can say, I am financially successful.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about that later on because I have some different takes about success in that regard. Anyway, a lot of people that you think are successful financially, they're actually not, but you will think that they are because of the facade or because of the appearance or presentation that you see. So just because he drives a nice car and lives in a nice house and all of those things does not make someone wealthy. That's not the definition of wealth. He may be rich, he may be earning good money, but he may not be actually wealthy. I'll tell you what I mean. Somebody could be a high income earner. I could be earning 100 million a month. Is that a really good amount to earn? Sister Imediong, would you like to earn 100 million naira a month?
Of course, yes. Hey, God, I would like to have, because earning is, it might come, it might go.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. I like what you just said about it might come, it might go. So it is one thing for somebody to be a high earner. If I hear that Sister Imediong is earning 100 million naira a month, I'll be like, oh boy, she's so successful, she's so rich. But another side of the coin is that it is possible for somebody that's earning 100 million a month to also be spending 100 million a month.
Yeah.
Now, is that person wealthy?
You're asking me?
I'm asking now, anybody. Now, is that person a wealthy person? It's true that the person earns 100 million. It's true that they have a Lamborghini. It's true that they have a nice house in Abuja or anywhere else in the world. But however, the 100 million they earn in a month, they blow it all also in a month. Until the next month, they earn another 100 and they blow it again. Is that person wealthy?
No, it's not. It's not.
Exactly. Now, is it possible for people outside to see that person as a wealthy person? Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
So this is where we have to be very careful with how our perception of wealth, our perception of riches. It is possible for you to be a high income earner and actually be broke than somebody that earns 100,000 naira a month.
Yes.
Very, very possible, and people may not actually believe. So when we talk about wealth or financial success or financial independence, it's at a point where you don't even have to work again. You will not be broke. That is the point you can actually say, I am now financially successful or independent. Because if I have 10 million pounds in the bank right now, and I spend 1 million every month for my house or my upkeep, for my lifestyle, in 10 months, that money is completely gone.
Yeah.
So I am as broke as somebody that is homeless living in somewhere in Nigeria, for example. We are the same people. Now, if I have only 100,000 or let's say 100,000 pounds in my account, however, I have investments that can bring me 100,000 every month for my entire life. So I'm not working where somebody can sack me and I just lose, my source of income. I have investments that can bring this money where as I'm sleeping, money is coming into my account. Would you think that person is wealthy?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's the kind of person that somebody that you can call financially independent, because their financial, their finances are not dependent on their job or somebody else. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. So that's one thing in terms of my finance. But let me talk about success a little bit. I hope I have a little bit of time, a small time.
Sure, you have all the time.
Thank you very much. Let me talk about a little bit of success. And I feel like this will really, really inspire and bless us all. When we talk about success or prosperity, there are 5 dimensions of success that every man, if a man or a woman aspires to be, if you aspire to be a successful human being, you must understand that there are 5 major dimensions or aspects of your life where you have to capture that success to then call yourself a successful or prosperous human being. The first dimension of success is spiritual success or spiritual prosperity. It is the degree to which you are in your relationship, your closeness to God, understanding the principles of God. That is very, very powerful. Remember that our Lord Jesus Christ said, you can run helter-skelter, and get all the money in this world, but what really benefits you when you get all of it and lose your soul in hell? So in all of our hustling and bustling, we seem to forget that the most important success that we should be aspiring for is spiritual success. The point where we are not far from our Father is very important.
Yeah.
So after spiritual success, the next success I want to talk about is your bodily or physical success or prosperity. Very important. So now I'm chasing all the wealth and now I've arrived at the point in my life where I make 100 billion a month. But however, I have cancer or I have a terminal disease. I cannot enjoy the wealth that I have amassed for myself. Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't make any sense. I can come out and say I am successful and people will think that I am because I have money. However, I'm suffering in my body. There is a law on this earth. If your body deteriorates beyond or below a certain standard, you have to leave this world. You understand where I'm coming from? So the body that is given to you is a body that you must take care of. You must be successful in taking care of your body so that as you make this wealth that we are talking about, you will not only be able to enjoy it, but you have a better chance of living a longer life for God to use you for his kingdom purposes or his agenda on earth. So that's the second type of success you must aspire for your body to be in a good shape, for your body to be in a good frame. Now, the third type of success that everybody must aspire for is mental success. Very, very important. In fact, the amount of mental success you have really determines the amount of physical money that you can make.
Yeah.
True or false? Yeah. So that is the reason why it is possible for somebody to maybe not go to school or not to be so learned, but then they can still be financially successful. That sort of person have been able to capture success in their mind, mental success. Because when your mentality is small, your finances can never be big. It will be small. So for your finances, your wealth, or your riches to be massive, your thinking mentality has to be massive. So your mental success is very important, and it actually plays a huge role in everything else. Now, if I see a madman on the road that has no mental capability, really, if I give him 100,000 naira, have I blessed him?
No.
I haven't blessed him, because even though I've given him all that money that's supposed to make him wealthy and successful, if I give him 100 million, it doesn't do anything for him. If you carry a drunkard, somebody that's a drunkard or a drug addict, and you bless him and say, look, I want to make you successful in life, and you give him 100 million naira, do you think you have actually succeeded in making him successful? No, because he'll probably go to beer parlor and blow that money, or he'll go and buy drugs and blow that money. So you see that even before wealth, you have to be successful in the mind. Now that is 3. The 4th type of success or dimension of success that we all have to aim for is your relational success. Are you aware that there are many things that money cannot buy, that relationship can give you? So relationship is a very powerful currency. You have to put yourself in a position where you have very strong and powerful and positive relationships. That in itself can make you highly successful. You see that a lot of people that are so wealthy, especially in like the UK or US, many places in the world, they actually are financially successful, but they end up still taking their lives. Why? Depression, loneliness, because they have pursued just one dimension of success and they have left the others. So they now have all this money, but still they cannot find love. They cannot find companionship. They cannot find a good relationship. They cannot find trustworthy people around them, because they're so only focused on one dimension, leaving the other important dimensions. So the 4th type dimension of success that we all should aspire for is relationship. And then the final one is then financial success. So you see how we've come down from spirituality to your physical self, because what's the point in making all the money and you die and you leave it? This is why Solomon said it's all vanity, vanity upon vanity. He made all that money, and at the end of his life, he said, I came with nothing, now I'm living with nothing. What's the point of all of this? So spiritual, physical, mental, your relationships, and then before finance. I know we're running out of time, but let me quickly say this in terms of education. I know we were talking about education just now, and I want to blow your mind a little bit. Statistically, this is from Forbes. So Forbes magazine, which is, I think this is one of the most prestigious financial magazine in the world. Statistically, when they've looked at the richest people in the world, I'm talking about wealthy, the wealthiest people, the top 400 wealthiest people, 76% of them have, master's degree. 76% of them are very highly educated. It is only 6% out of those 400 people. So let me put it in context. Out of the 400 richest, wealthiest people at the top in the world, only 12 of them didn't go to school. So you have to put it into perspective that education is so powerful. It puts you on a better platform for better opportunities to make better wealth, not just to make some money, but to be able to make the kind of wealth that gives birth to more, to more, to more. Very, very important. It is the most powerful gift or tool, or one of the, let me not say the most powerful, because the most powerful tool or element that can make anybody rich is God. Let me even say that first of all. The Bible said in Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 18, it says that it is God that gives the power to make wealth. So let's put that first on the side. But education, please, my brothers, my sisters, it is too important. There are certain places that you enter, you'll not be able to open your mouth if you're not educated. Please, let me tell you the truth. There are certain businesses, certain opportunities that come your way. The opportunity is there for you, but because you're not educated, you won't be able to do anything with it. So let me just stop here, please, because of time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
First of
very
all,
much.
we didn't want to applaud that you went through all the areas. Though we did not want to expatiate on all the areas of success because of time. That's why we talked about the mental, the physical, the relationship and stuff like that. So we're only focusing on educational qualification or wealth, which is
That
which
will
leads
lead you to financial success.
no,
or what?
no, like yeah, to be successful,
Let me
yeah.
just give you an answer, a straight answer for that.
Mm.
Education needed, absolutely, to be successful financially in life? No, it is not absolutely needed. Why? Because there are a small number of people that have become wealthy despite not being educated. However, having said that, you mentioned Steve Harvey, for example. It is true, Steve Harvey dropped out of school, but are you aware that Steve Harvey reads one book every month? So education is not about just going to school, but it's about educating your mind constantly. Bill Gates dropped out of school, but Bill Gates reads one book every week, even till now in his field of wealth.
That it has been established that these people are successful without the doubt that they went through. I know that you can drop out, be successful, come back to school. But what we are trying to clarify is that for those who haven't been given the opportunity to go into school, can still make it, can still be successful, with or without the education. As far as that, you understand. So that's the platform we are trying to establish. Not ruling.
They can be successful.
Yeah.
However, their chances are very, very limited.
Little.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I get you now. I get your point now. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you for being here. Your points are really valid. I think it has, you've also widened and broadened the whole part of discussion today for other people to also, learn from. And it's not far from what we were actually discussing, though we were not expecting.
Yeah, we were not. No, we
Because
just
we were
wanted
very
to narrow to
excited
2
because-
points.
No, and you see, the truth is, before I came to sit down here this morning to talk about wealth or education, which leads to success, I have sat down in my very own small comfort zone. I have gone through the 4 walls of success. I have checked the balances. I have checked what it means to be successful in life, if you need money or you need education. And I can categorically, with boldness, tell you that education.
Everybody's don't make it sound like any of us just came out from our house to sit down here to talk about
I'm not saying any of us.
and
No,
education.
everybody, you all did your research.
Yeah.
Like Amy is even quoting people that are not me. I don't even know. I don't even reason those people.
She had a lot of backup.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So everybody have done their own research in their own way, because I felt, even when we were arguing here before we came here, I was saying to Amy that I need education to be very successful. Amy said no. So we had already choose paths before we even came here to sit down this morning, because we had already done our research and so on. Now, I also understand from our own point of view that it is not a must that you go to school before you can be successful. Yes, which is very true. Like Vena said, that your chances of getting that, success that you're aiming at might be limited. You understand, when you're not educated. So in summary, yes, we have learnt a lot.
I think we should sing "Carry Me They Go." Where me they go, where education dey.
No. But above all, it's not. We are not trying to say that if you don't have what it takes to go to school, you must go. No.
See, the point of my argument is that you do not need education qualification. I mean, academic qualification, meaning you do not need to collect that A4 size paper at school before you know that, okay, you're going to be successful in life. You have a skill, or let's say a talent, you can develop on it. If you don't have the money, because education to start to finish now money too. So, but you can still make it without having that qualification.
That's what I'm saying.
You
By
understand?
reading, right?
That's what I'm
you can
saying.
read, you can
you
can
see,
invest
I
in your
actually have
business.
people here, some children I know that are not good intellectually, like they don't have what it takes to go to school. Now there are people like that. You don't force them to go to school. but they can be successful too. I'm not saying they won't be successful. There are people that find it very difficult to read and understand. There are people that find it difficult to even write. There are people that know how to read, but they don't know how to write. There are people that know how to write, but they don't know how to read. You understand? So I'm not saying that you must stick to education before you become
In
successful.
fact, Nigeria will
Look
even teach
into-
you not to stick into education.
Look
In fact,
into
if you're going, they'll ask you, do you have a side hustle?
Opportunity.
Do you have a side hustle? Like, I'm speaking, like, I personally, in fact, I started investing into business. I started doing business before I even started. I started going, like, started attending my university, whatever. Because I believe that even this university I'm going, I need to even be more successful to have money to train myself into school.
Right.
That's why I'm saying that before you can still do it. You have little something. You can still start something. You understand?
Education have a side business.
Yeah.
Side knowledge. We all agree that no knowledge is wasted.
No knowledge is wasted. We have agreed.
Yeah. Now
Moral lesson is that just like his grace just said, put God first.
Yeah.
You
Go to school
understand?
second.
And then
dead.
put God first. Since today we didn't want to elaborate on the broad field of success like his great really elaborated. We just wanted to focus on two topics, that's education and wealth. But maybe some other time we're going to talk about the relationship, the spiritual, the other
No, I
aspects.
think we have talked about that already.
Okay.
Yes. You know, no, because sometimes if you want to bring it again, so maybe like we're just going to say, okay, today we want to talk about does relationship lead you to success? So, but then, he was stating the 4 parts of success in life.
Yeah.
Now, when you balance all of these things together, you are a successful person. You understand? So when you have good relationship with people, when you have your spiritual life is up to date,
your health is
your
okay.
health, your
mental health,
your mental health, your physical health, everything is good with you. And then above all, you have money. You know, money that is putting food on your table. You're paying your children's school fees. You can afford these little things. My dear, you are successful.
Yeah.
So don't just sit there at home feeling like you have not gotten the millions you need. You have not gotten. What is the essence of having those millions, those billions? Like, you know, they say here in Nigeria, Yahoo boys, or those that are involved in cyber crimes. What is the essence of having all those things?
No, when we talk about
peace
wealth,
of
talk about
mind.
legal wealth, please, not illegal. No,
Yes,
legal
yes.
ones.
How would you be so a successful person when
illegally?
Yes.
when you're living a life that you know that tomorrow it can be taken away from you at any second? That is not success. That is not healthy. So in essence, what we are saying here is that make use of what you have. Just be contented with what you have. Be it school, be it when the time is right. There are people that you don't need. Sometimes even if you don't go to school, you may not even be successful. What if education is the path that will lead you to your success? And also, what if it is not really education that is your calling? What if you have to go into something else? But whatever you're doing, you still need to go to school. Learn. You still need to learn.
Even though you may not end up doing that which you learned from school.
Yeah.
Like most of the bankers we have, we all know that they did not read.
But before you go to the bank, they would have to teach you how to be a banker.
You understand? But how about the doctors?
No, see,
you have to learn.
See, no, if it's that one,
you have to pass through the four walls.
You have to pass through the four walls. You need that one. It's not even.
So you even talking about success. Those are successful people.
Okay.
The doctors.
We aren't in the argument. In fact, even in arguments, we have to resolve. There's always a
There's always a summary.
But the summary is that you don't agree.
Disagree. Because we cannot end the program with disagreements and agreements. We have to pass a moral lesson to our audience for them to know the essence of why we talked about that. In categories of people who are who are financially successful, because we've learned financially successful, still need to go back to the four walls, whatever. And people who have passed through the four walls still need financial money. You understand? So anywhere it is like an intertwine something, you cannot have this one and leave the other one. That's what is Grace just mentioned. So I believe each and every one of you should take home that moral moral of all, God is the author and finisher of
our faith.
of
Yeah,
success.
Of success.
Of
Yeah.
success, yeah.
Whatever you do, you put God. You understand and believe it's gonna work out for you.
Yes. Anyways, thank you so much. We also
Please
have
we
few
comment here.
comments here from our YouTube channel that we're just going to take briefly before we wrap up for today. Starting from Sister Gladys says, "Happy New Week to you all. Kudos to Starcrest TV." Sorry. Please wait
Yeah, and
for
she
me.
also said happy birthday to Sister Ruth Obu, aka Authentic Ruth. I used to call her
Sister.
Ruth Obu. And her twin sister, yeah, double blessings indeed. Age gracefully, diamond daughters for our father. Please let's try so we can wish her happy birthday.
Yes, so yeah.
And she's gonna tell
And we
us how
also
old
have
she is.
from Marbuk Sunday says, "Thank you,
Yeah.
Father." We have Jessica and God. "Thank you, Father." Okon Effiong says, "Thank you, Father." Jessica and God again says, "Yes,
Yes,
Papa."
Papa.
I think
Thanks,
these
Father.
are
From the
from the
excerpts,
advice of
yeah.
blessing. And then we also have Gladys Oyebo says, "Upgrades upside. It was indeed a great week of blessings and testimonies." From Mark Etogapan says, "Thank you, Holy Father, for giving me life and peace." From Louis
Okorodu,
yes.
Okorodudu is saying, "Thank
Says,
you,
"Thank
Father,
you,
for
Father."
giving me and my family life." And then he also said, "I'm connected to Morning Star Breakfast Show from Italy."
Wow,
thank you.
so nice to
so
have
much.
you here.
Okay, that is for the discussion for this morning. I'm quite sad because most of you did not join us on our YouTube platform, but I believe that the few calls we've had and from the His Grace Vena said something or added his quota, which is the fact of our discussion for today. I hope you had a nice time. One of us here is celebrating her birthday this morning, so we want to sing her a beautiful song. Happy birthday to you.
Is that treble or auto?
I want to even wish her happy birthday. Oh yeah, no problem now. Let's just sing for you.
No, okay, let's have you the one. She's very good at treble.
Okay, no, don't worry. We are singing for how we should now sing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
May the good Lord bless.
Madam, it's okay. Thank you, Sister Ruth. You're not nice because you didn't bring a cake here.
Yeah.
There will be cake.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
So there you
Thank
go.
you, beloved audience, for staying on. Thank you. Really appreciate it for today. We'll see you again tomorrow on the same time, same station. My name is Joy Dambo.
My name is Simi Joe Moyo.
My name is Peace Smith.
And my name is Ruth the Bull.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.